Now on Sunrise, Oregon awaits a court ruling over the deployment of troops in Portland. How a ruling in the Midwest could impact the decision here. Plus, Portland police released new video amid a deadly force investigation that put an officer on leave. Your news starts now. Good morning and thanks for getting up with us as we kick off your Sunday. It is 6 o'clock. I'm Libby Dowsett alongside Corey Johnson, and we are buckling down for the cooler weather.
Oh yeah.
It was cold yesterday.
Yes, it was cold yesterday.
Are we not used to it?
Well, it's definitely fall, and so it's going to feel like fall today. And as we start off the new week, we did have rain yesterday, of course, everyone saw, and we're going to have some rain again today. More rain definitely is on the way. So, but before we get to that, your temperatures right now across the board sitting a little bit chilly this morning as we kick off our Sunday morning. Low 50s across much of our area from the coast along the Willamette Valley and then on out east. It's a pretty similar story. Taking a look at radar. Now, this is the system that we saw move in the overnight hours that produced a few showers for us that were pretty widespread. Taking a look at radar right now, zoomed in, you can see where the rain showers are still pretty scattered for us. Portions of southwest Washington and on out east near the Hood River valleys where we are seeing the majority of that rainfall. But again, widespread showers in Portland. Some areas seeing some drizzle right now. It should pick up in the next few hours. And then we do have the potential for thunderstorms near the coast that could be isolated as we get into the later part of the day. This is our Wells Fargo Tower camera. A beautiful view for us this morning, 52 and cloudy at this time. The same thing over in Vancouver, our Springs at the waterfront camera, 53 degrees this morning, and then out in the Dalles, 52 for us right now. Taking a look throughout the day, it is going to stay pretty chilly for us, only topping out at around 54 degrees, and we do have some steady rain also in the forecast. I'll break all of that down coming up in just a bit, Libby.
Corey, thank you. We continue to wait for an appeals court to rule on whether National Guard troops can be deployed here in Portland. But Saturday, some legal movement in the Midwest. The 7th Circuit, which covers Chicago, ruled that National Guard troops can remain under federal control but cannot be deployed while the appeals process continues to play out. That mirrors the ruling here in Portland from Wednesday. Jake Holter has our story.
Another day of protests in Portland at the ICE facility, and another day of waiting to see if National Guard troops will be sent into the city. On Wednesday, the 9th Circuit ruled that the National Guard troops could remain federalized, but could not be deployed until after further judicial review.
Staying the part about nationalization, but not staying the TRO as it relates to deployment, is sort of the middle ground. If they were to stay the TRO completely, then that means the troops could be deployed right away.
The 7th Circuit, which covers Chicago, issued a nearly identical ruling Saturday.
Well, they haven't actually decided whether the TRO was properly granted. The stay is just like, what should we do right now?
Lewis and Clark law professor Tung Yin shares some insight into why the judges may have issued these initial halfway rulings.
We would have a situation where the troops first were called up. They had to go to the deployment centers. They have to leave their civilian jobs. Now they're training, they're hanging out. If they are told, no, you have to demobilize, now they go back to their civilian jobs. But next week, maybe they could be called up again. And so that's very disruptive to everybody.
This comes after district judges in Portland and Chicago both issued these temporary restraining orders blocking the federalization and deployment of National Guard troops. And President Donald Trump looks for ways around it, including deploying troops from other states.
Protests near the ICE building now impacting a local hospital. OHSU warned of service delays due to a flyer that's reportedly been circulating. The flyer called on people to shine laser pointers at police helicopters as a suggested way to fight back against the federal activity surrounding the ICE facility. Due to that reported flyer, OHSU did not allow life flights to land there last night. Instead, helicopters were to land at local airports with patients then driven to the hospital. Of course, that could add up to an hour of transport time. Authorities want to advise the public pointing lasers at aircraft is illegal, plus can be extremely dangerous. Stay with KGW for continuing coverage of the legal battle over the Trump administration's attempts to send troops to Portland. We'll have the latest updates here on TV, on KGW.com, and on KGW+. In Northwest Portland, homicide detectives are investigating after a woman was found dead from a gunshot wound. Last night, officers responded for a welfare check for a woman in a parked car on Northwest Kearney Street near 22nd Avenue. We heard from a neighbor who says it's been strange to witness a recent increase in crime in that area.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to become somewhat a normal thing in this neighborhood, it seems like. We had a stabbing a few months ago up the street, and then a little Scotty's Pizza hold-up situation that occurred. And now we got this one. Just waiting to see what actually happened here, but it's probably the longest I've seen activity in this neighborhood for.
Police say no arrests have been made in the shooting and are asking anyone with any information to reach out. We have newly released video showing an incident where Portland police used deadly force. It happened after officers say a man grabbed at one of their guns. A warning, some might find this video upsetting.
He's in a park in a playground. It's Saturday morning. There's kids riding their bikes around.
Police say the September 27th incident remains under investigation, but they're releasing this initial body-worn video as part of their commitment to transparency with the public.
But have you seen a dude carrying a stick, walking around?
Portland police posted both raw and edited video of the incident, explaining how it began with a man allegedly hitting passing cars with a red pipe along Northeast 33rd Avenue, and then reportedly threatening a dad and his kids at Oregon Park.
So if we have a game plan, if he has the pole, one of us chase him.
Raw video shows the officers approaching the park's restroom, believing the suspect may be inside with the pole. PPB says Central Precinct officers David Randall and Melissa Babison wait patiently for the suspect to come out of the restroom, and when he does...
Oh yeah, 61. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? I want to know why. Against you. Under arrest. For what? Portland police. I am. For. Why are you doing that? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Put your hands on your back. Hey. You have to tell me why. Okay, if you relax. Why?
During the initial struggle, Officer Randall's camera falls to the ground, but Officer Babison's video is still rolling. The video, paused by PPB, appears to show the suspect's hand on Officer Randall's gun.
Stop! Stop! Let go of my gun!
Officer Babison's video appears to show her trying to get the suspect off Randall.
Get off!
Even tasing him.
Taser!
I'm not doing nothing, man!
When that doesn't appear to help, police say the suspect grabs for Randall's throat. They say Babison uses the taser gun's plastic handle to strike the suspect, which police consider police use of deadly force. Babison's camera also flickers on and off. PPB says the 4-minute struggle, which injured all three, essentially ends when Officer Babison applies a neck hold to the suspect, also considered police use of deadly force. Other officers arrive to help handcuff the suspect, now identified as Bo W. Davis of Portland. PPB says both officers and Davis were taken to the hospital. Now, we are told the officers recovered from head and hand injuries at home. Officer Babison is on leave, as is protocol for deadly force incidents. Davis faces charges including attempted murder and assaulting a peace officer.